So welcome everyone to the ESiWACE DSL training. It has been organized, as you know, as a full week training, and it has been organized by ESiWACE that received funding from the European Union from the Horizon 2020 program. So to give a bit of context, who we are, what are we doing, and a bit of the project, I'm taking here the slide from Joachim Bierkamp, the Gerset, who is leading the ESiWACE project, to give it a bit of context of the one of the focus of the project, that is the work towards the exascale for the weather and climate models. So the target of these projects is the leading European and weather and climate models, and we have quite some models here like ICON, IFS, NEMO, Dynamico. There is also ELFRIC. And the main target or the main goal is to achieve very high resolution simulations of the order of 1 kilometer scale at the climate time scale, so really large time simulations. And the idea is that at these large, high resolutions, one can explicitly resolve convective clouds and small scale ocean eddies, and this will enable really a huge leap in the quality of the simulations and the forecasts that we achieve as of today. So the issue is that this requires now the exascale computing. It demands large computing resources. And as we know also within the European landscape, exascale is coming. There are a lot of big projects setting up pre-exascale machines. And the goal or the goal of the target of these projects is to prepare these models to be able to use this pre-exascale and then later the exascale machines, which is a complex task. So I would say there are two goals from ESiWACE2. One is to, again, enable the leading European weather and climate models to be able to run on pre-exascale systems. They will be on the floor on 21, so next year is coming quite soon. This is one goal. Second goal is actually to prepare the community to be able to use those exascale systems, because running on those machines is a complex thing to do. It's not trivial. It's going to be very diverse. We are going to have many different systems, GPUs, maybe CPUs, maybe ARM processors. And at the same time, the models are complex. So we would like to enable or give this service to the community so that running on those machines is still affordable for any institution. Very good. Within the project, there are 7 work packages. So I wanted to mention it's not only about DSLs. DSLs is embedded in the work package 2, where the goal is to establish and watch new technologies for the community. So to adopt technologies that will help us in this road to the exascale. Because it's quite clear that with the current technology, the current implementation of the models, the task is quite daunting to be able to use these different systems of pre-exascales. But it's not the only work package. We also have work package 1, which is about the science and bringing the models into cutting-edge resolution for the Earth system modeling. There are several others, and there is also one very important is work package 6, which is community engagement and training. And this is the context where we are bringing now all these developments that are happening within the project. We are bringing it to the community, and the first step is to do training on DSL so that people are aware of things that are going to come. This is the list of partners. It's quite large. There are quite a large number of partners. Some of them are coming from the first version of ESiWACE Center of Excellence, and some new partners joined the ESiWACE2, the second, the follow-on project. And the 2 partners that are mainly involved in the development of the DSLs are MetaSwiss and STFC, and then UK Met Office also developing for the ELFRIC model. Right now, what is the content of the training? Is DSLs. We hope that's what you were expecting. But now we will go through what is a DSL and all the type of DSLs. It's not only that there is only 1 or 2, there are several DSLs, but within the ESiWACE project, we are developing mainly within 2, supporting different models, because we are not focusing on a single model, but we have 2 completely different technologies. One is Cyclone, and the other one is Dusk and Dawn. So you will hear about those. And in fact, the agenda has been split into two parts. First, we will focus on the Cyclone model, on the Cyclone DSL, and then the second part, starting from Wednesday afternoon, we will learn all about dusk and dawn, and hopefully you will also learn what are the differences between the two DSLs. It's not that they are applied to different models, but it's also the level of abstraction and the advantages and disadvantages that you will get. They are completely different for the two of them. So hopefully the combination is quite complementary. So who are we? So these are the developers of the DSLs, and they are also going to be the trainers and the tutors of the week. On the Cyclone side, you're going to see Andrew Porter and Rupert Ford from STFC. I think there are going to be more presentations from more people like Eva Kachik from UKDMO. And on the right-hand side, at the end of the week, the second part of the week, we will learn about dusk and dawn. And these are mostly people from MetaSwiss. And here we have the trainers are going to be Giacomo Serafini, Matthias Rothling, myself, and Benjamin Weber. And thanks a lot to Della Speakerman. She was doing a great job on the organizational aspects from the care set, so that we could hold this training still online. Very good. So this is the agenda, the full agenda. This is a link. The full agenda we distributed by email. So hopefully you all get this PDF with the agenda on all the also details and different links that we will need in order to follow the training. This is only one snippet of the agenda of Monday. And actually, I like to show the detailed agenda of today. So we are here at 11, we are starting with a welcome, and then in the first session, we will simply introduce the week. So we will give motivations from the 3Ps, which are performance, portability, and then we will hear also about an introduction to DSLs, getting into the topic, what are DSLs or different type of DSLs that we can have. Then there are gonna be 20 minutes of a setup of the hands-on exercises. The whole week has been set up in a way that half of the training is theory, is in set of slides, and another half is where participants are supposed to code, to do exercises. And then at the very beginning, these 20 minutes, we will see how we are going to work through these hands-on exercises, how you are supposed to, or what tools you will need in order to start working with the DSLs. And then in the afternoon, then we're going to have a break from 12:13 to 13:30, and then after lunch, we are going to start already with a session of the blog on Cyclone. So from this Monday afternoon until Wednesday morning, everything is going to be about the Cyclone DSL, and again from Wednesday afternoon until the end of the week is going to be done. And every day we are going to be showing this detailed agenda that you can at the same time find in the links of the Google Drive where we are storing all the materials. Very good. Here, a set of links that we already distributed in the PDF, so you all got that. I wanted to explain or summarize basically what we are going to need. Very important is first the Google folder where we are storing all the presentations and the material. So we are going to be pushing all this material as we present it. So you can go back to the slides in case you need, and also you will have all the instructions of the hands-on exercises. Everything will be shared in there. As I said, the training is 50% theory, 50% hands-on session. And now how do we communicate between the participants and the tutors? Since we are quite some people, we are around 80 people in principal register. So we separate it in two parts. First, for the theory on presentations, we will open up this Google Doc where we are asking people to post questions on the Google Doc. And then there is going to be a chair of the session organizing the questions and bringing the question to the presenter so that we are better organized. So that everyone can be muted, right? All the participants can be muted. Now, on the hands-on session, we need to be quite more interactive, and we need a chat system so that people can ask questions. I have an error here. I have a bug. This is my stack trace. Can you help me there in this setup? And many of you are already on the Slack, but if not, please do that right now. Join this Slack. You only need to subscribe with your email. It's very easy with the browser. You can simply open the Slack of the project, And this is the mechanism we are going to use to communicate for the hands-on session so that anyone can ask questions. Very good. So some organizational aspects. Again, I said that we are around 80 participants. So we are so many that please don't forget to mute your mic and switch off your camera. So only the presenter is sharing the camera. And then there is going to be a group picture on Wednesday noon. We will announce it on Wednesday. This is important for the dissemination. We hope that people can switch on the cameras at least for 2 minutes so that we can take a picture for the reporting. All right, all sessions, as we already know, they're going to be recorded. It's also important. We shared it in the email that we communicated, so that be aware that all the sessions are recorded except the hands-ons. And I think that's all. Again, I wanted to give a special thanks to the last speaker man and the said for all the organizational support. It was amazing work. And the final disclaimer, all the DSLs and the tools that we are presenting, they are very much under development. They are not yet a product. So it's going to be normal that sometimes maybe we encounter bugs, and people are here for sure to help. But just have this understanding that all the tools are still very much under development and not in the maturity phase of the tools. And with that, I wish everyone a very successful week. Enjoy the training. Don't hesitate to contact the trainers during the hands-on sessions. This is what is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a really interactive training so that people can learn everything that we need for DSLs. Thank you very much.